What's going on, everybody? It's about 11:45 on a Sunday, and I realize I haven't made a video in a while. I have been pursuing other projects that are a little bit more creative for me, so I'll get to those in another video, but this video had to be made. I typically don't get too overly emphasized with social issues or political issues or what have you, but something I was made aware of last night really struck me. There is a reporter, an independent reporter. His name is Andy. He is Asian American. I don't know what region he comes from because I don't personally know him or know him that well. I learned about him from watching videos that Tim Pool puts up. So I've been following Andy for a while. He was the target of a lot of violence and, doxing, people giving out his address and what have you in the past. But things escalated recently when he was covering a story out west. He ended up where he was taking photos with his phone at a rally that was happening, and a bunch of very aggressive, very violent Antifa individuals chased him down, beat him with several objects, and now he is currently in the hospital with a brain hemorrhage. And I heard this and I could not believe it. And then I went to Reddit. They were talking about it. So I decided to go to Andy's Twitter page. And there's video proof of him being assaulted. And I'm in shock, because there are people saying that he made it up. There are people saying that, because he's on the wrong side and he's, reporting against a certain group, that he's just fabricating it all. There's video evidence. And the group that attacked him even put out a statement that they need help from their supporters to raise money to get people out of jail who were arrested for inciting riots at this protest. So they know what they did. The reason that this hit me so hard when I read it was because I have spina bifida and hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus is something where you have water on your brain. You're born with water on your brain, like it's the cerebrospinal fluid. And I have two shunts in my head, one here and one here. I believe it's the one here that is inactive. It does not work anymore. It stopped working when I was 10 years old, so I had to have what they call a revision. And that just means that even though so many nerves and muscles and tissue had grown around this one and they couldn't take it out, they had to find another place to put a secondary shunt or tube to make sure that the cerebrospinal fluid was still draining like it should. That's why I have the one over here. And I have been very self-aware from a young age that any trauma to my head could result in so many bad things. It's common sense when you get blunt force trauma to the head that you're going to suffer the repercussions of that trauma. Me personally, it would be a little bit more devastating because of part of my condition having to do with the water on my brain. But that doesn't discount what just happened to Andy. And these people who attacked him are now attacking the people that are coming to Andy's defense. I don't put videos like this up on my channel very often, but this needed to be talked about. This is absolutely inexcusable, and I really hope that the individuals and the organizations who come out in support of groups like Antifa start waking up and realizing that the violent rhetoric that they claim to hear and, the violent actions that they claim to see that they're fighting against don't exist. What does exist is the violence they use in support of these erroneous accusations. There's video of Andy being attacked. It's irrefutable proof that this happened. Nobody can deny that. There's a GoFundMe that was set up by somebody who is familiar with Andy. I'm going to leave that in the description down below. I really hope that if this video reaches enough people that he can, get the financial assistance that he needs to help him get back on his feet, pay his medical bills and such. I doubt he'll ever see this video, and that's fine. But on the off chance that he does, Andy, there are so many people that have your back, and I will very loudly and vocally be one of them. I hope you get well. See everybody later.